Joining us again this morning on The Blend is Brent Forsberg, president of TA Forsberg, talking about some interesting good news this morning. Welcome to The Blend, Brent.
Thank you. It's so excited to be here and always enjoy coming on The Blend.
And we
So
love having
yes, we are going to be going over something that I think is positive. We'll get to in just a second. But one of the things as a developer that's important for us is what are the trends? I mean, how are we going to be designing, living, and experiencing our cities and our suburbs moving forward? So that's something that as a business, we are constantly monitoring, reading periodicals, looking at what other cities are doing. And I wanted to share something here because there's some really interesting trends that are starting to kind of get to the forefront of media. All right.
Okay, the 20-minute city, what's that?
Yeah, so the idea of the 20-minute city, this is something that we're starting to see more come out, is the idea that everything that you need to live is within 20 minutes of where you are by bike. So, or walking, depending on the density and area of the city. So it's something, Lansing has an average commute of under 22 minutes. So by car, we're pretty well connected, but we're starting to see people have enjoyed working from home and enjoyed being in their neighborhoods and things. So this is starting to become a trend where even some cities are starting to close certain streets to make them more pedestrian friendly and also build these better connections. We're seeing the rise of local business, which is really good for Lansing because that's something that we have a lot of. We are a very local, tight-knit community. And we even made one of the best small cities to live in, big small cities, post-COVID, based on all of those trends.
Oh, that's fantastic. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, so it comes down to our ability to work from home in our regions, the fact that we still have job growth in a lot of sectors, and that as we get through the pandemic moving, that we'll see other jobs come back. So it gives us a real strong opportunity for our region to grow as people are leaving those denser areas around the country. So I think it's exciting for our region, and as a development company, it's something that we really look forward to being a part of.
It is really going to be interesting to see what happens post-COVID once we start to reimagine and reconfigure those spaces that might not be utilized for office buildings so much anymore too. I think that's going to be really curious as well. It is always a pleasure and always interesting to talk with you, Brent Forsberg, TA Forsberg, one of the very much community involved developers in the greater Lansing community. Always interesting to see what you got up your sleeve, Brent.
Thank you.
Take care, and we'll talk again soon.